All right, guys. So in this video, we're going to show you how to use our signals properly, okay? This is the way that you have to use them or how to interpret them. That way you could make sure you are doing everything correctly. So first of all, you guys have to look at what charts we're going to be looking at inside of TradingView. Okay, so if you go to TradingView, there's going to be different types of brokers which could display different types of prices. Okay, especially with Nasdaq. So this is mostly crucial with Nasdaq due to currencies are really a lot similar, but with Nasdaq it could vary even with 50 pips. So I'll show you an example right now, but just to be clear, we're always going to be using this broker here on TradingView, which is Capital Com. Okay. So for NASDAQ, we're going to go and search US 100. And you guys could see here we have different options. There's scaling, FP Market, CFI, Markets Com, Capital Com. So we're going to choose the one that says Capital Com. Okay. So why is this? We're using this because this is the chart that I found that is most close to an FTMO trading account. So for those that want to trade an FTMO trading account or pass the FTMO challenge, you guys could be taking these signals without a problem, right? Without any issues of price points. And what do I mean by this? So if you guys could see NASDAQ here, okay, we're going to use an example. Uh, we're going to go to the 1 hour time frame, right? And you guys can see this blue candlestick right here. So we're going to look at what high that is right there, okay? So if you look at these numbers that show right on the top of my screen here, there's open, high, low, and close. So once I hover over this candlestick, I want you guys to look at the high. So it says right here, we're going to look at this number. Once I hover on this candlestick, it says 21,330.5. Okay. So that's 21,330.5. I'll just write it up here. 21,330.5. Do not know why I wrote that decimal there, but there it is. So it's 21. Oh, wait, sorry. Actually, I hovered on the wrong one. So we're going to use this candlestick instead, the second blue candlestick right here. So the high of that one is 21,330.5. Okay, that was a comma. My bad. Anyways, you know what I mean. It's 21,330.5 for this candlestick's high. So if we use a different, let's say IC Markets, it's a really well-known broker. Let's go to use their chart here. IC Markets. It's actually, they have it labeled as use as tech. So US Tech, IC Markets, it's the same thing. It's NASDAQ 100. So if we look at that same candlestick, okay, the second blue candlestick's high, you guys could see it actually says 21,278. This is Capcom. And then NASDAQ says 21,278, 21,278 point 86. So as you guys can see, it's a big difference, 21,278 and 21,330. That's about 50 pip difference. So I opted to go to the Capcom one since it's the one that is, there's really not even, I think it's less than 1 pip difference from what FTMO's broker displays. So we're going to be using that one. If you use any other broker or any other prop firm account that could display the data different, just you could base yourself with the candlesticks itself. Just seeing where we enter, it could be, let's say if our entries on a low of a candlestick and our stop loss is on a different low, then you could use identify those candles on your broker and then just use that entry, those candlesticks as entry and a stop loss. But Capcom would be really good to use. It's what most brokers get close to that price data for Nasdaq. So we're going to be using Capital Com, okay? All our charts that we'll be sending with the signals will be Capital Com. Me personally, I'm mostly only going to be using Nasdaq, or be sending Nasdaq signals. And for Cal, he's going to be sending AUD and gold as well, okay? I might throw in another pair for myself. If you guys want to comment on this video, I'll be posting it on YouTube. So if you want to comment what you would like to see as signals, I could possibly use one of your comments and I'll be sending signals for that currency as well. Personally, I only trade Nasdaq, but I could send signals with other pairs that you would like me to send as well, since price action is really all the same all over every market. So it really doesn't bother me to use do another pair as well. Okay. So, just to be clear, my charts are going to be with a black background, and Calvin's charts will be with the white background, as you guys can see. And this is him sending out stuff to the channel, and this is me sending out stuff to the channel. This is our test channel, so that's why there's only 3 subscribers here. It's me, him, and a bot. But I'm going to use this channel to show you guys how the signals are going to be looking like when we send them to the free Telegram channel for 1 month. And then once it goes private, that's what you're going to be also receiving on the private one. So I did do a little bit of explanation on the previous video of on how to take signals on MT4, but I'm going to go over here it again with hopefully a little bit more detail. But as you guys can see, we'll be sending the pair that we're focusing on for this signal. So in this case, the pair is AUD USD, and then the type of position. Like I said, we will be using pending orders. That way, you guys have the opportunity or the time to actually execute those orders. Because if we send out market executions, well, it's not going to be very fair for every one of you, right? That's not on your phone 24/7. The price could move a couple pips one way or another, and it's not going to be really in synergy with the signal that we'll be sending. So it's better to send them as how we're going to be doing it, as pending orders. That way you have time to actually place that order in your MT4. Okay, so in this case, since it's going to be a buy limit, we'll be executing on a buy limit for this type of signal. On the one below, you guys can see it's a buy stop. So we'll have another section for a free video for you guys to know. If you guys don't know what pending orders are, or what a buy stop is, or buy limit is, we'll have a separate video for that. You should probably know what it is before you actually get to this video, but if you don't, then there will be another video for that as well. So position size, not position size, but position is going to be a buy limit for this entry. Entry, we're going to be setting the entry, which is 0.62 thousand for AUD USD, and then we're going to be displaying what the stop loss will be. Okay, so we're going to be displaying the price points where we want the entry, price point where we want the stop loss, how big the stop loss will be in terms of pips. That way you guys could calculate your risk with that, which I will also be making another video on how to calculate your own risk in terms of pips. So for stop loss, 10 pips. Okay. Then we'll be also sending 3 different take profits for objectives. Okay. TP1 will be our first objective, which normally will have a 1-to-1 risk to reward. It could vary sometimes, but mainly it's going to be standardized as 1-to-1. TP2 will be also mainly standardized as 1-to-2 risk to reward, meaning that if you risk $1, you will actually be winning $2 if you actually hit this take profit. And TP3 will be standardized as 1-to-3 risk to reward, meaning if you risk $1, you will be gaining $3 if you close your trade entirely until TP3. So that's what I wanted to go over with you guys with the TP1, TP2, TP3. You guys could choose your target. It's really up to you what objectives you want to use and how you want to manage your trades. But this is what how we're going to be setting as signals for you guys. That way you guys could know exactly what would be the good objectives to target. Okay. Mainly, I think TP2 would be the best objective since TP2 is like kind of in the middle there. It's you're winning more than what you're risking, and it's not too greedy either, right? Because TP3 it's going to be harder to hit since it asks for more to more of a range for the price to move in profits for it to hit. TP1 is also good. It's I know it's just a one-to-one, but you will be hitting those really constantly if you do choose to go for a TP1 objective. Or you could also take partials, just as I explained how to take partials on the previous video on how to take signals for MT4. So that's really going to be up to you. In my personal opinion, I think depending on the week, that's how you want to manage it. For the first trade, I would possibly take my full objective on a TP1. That way I could have some cushion of break even for the next trade, right? That way, if I do lose the next trade, well, I'll just be back to break even. And then if we do hit TP1 on the first trade, maybe on the second trade, you could look for going for TP2. That way, if you do lose the second trade, you'll be a break even. And if you make profit off it, I mean, you could hold on to TP2. And if you do that, be already 3% on just two trades. So it really depends how you want to manage it. We're going to be sending the signals out like this. And on the end of the week, we're going to be sending you the results of potentially what you could have made maximizing the the objectives on this trade, on these trades. So that's pretty much the information that you need to know when you will be taking our signals and the things that you have to consider, especially with the charts itself. So I hope you guys understood this video. If not, you guys could play it again, watch it as many times as you want. That way you could clearly understand. And if you still have any doubts, you could just send us a DM through Instagram. I'll leave the description, our socials on the description of this video. That way you guys could DM us and we could clear any doubts or concerns that you may have. So with that said, hope you guys have a great day